But as most of us have, he has a flip side. And his flip side is, if you play with him, he's going to stand on that business like he's supposed to. Do exactly what it is he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, those clips that I showed y'all, first one being BBG Fredo, him saying that, he slapped Dussa. The second one being BBG Youngin, him, basically saying that he punked Dussa when they was in that Paris together. And then the last one being Block, Baby Joel's big brother. And him stating that, he scratched Dussa and rolled over him, The only thing I didn't show y'all, but I showed y'all the response, was NBA Youngboy saying that, in his new songs, that he has, 7 people slumped, allegedly, in his hometown. And then Baby Joel's response, well, this song.
Ronnie, what do we got? We got units headed out there now. Some kind of fire. Whereabouts? I think out by Walker's farm.
Towards Dussa. Plus, Boozilla saying that Dussa be scared to walk through that south. So, of course, Dussa being Dussa and not letting anybody, try to put any smut on his name, he clapped back and did what he was supposed to do. You come invade his space, he gonna come back for yours, and that's what you're supposed to do. But in the report that was released, it quotes, and I quote, end quote, multiple anonymous tipsters and one of the victims identified Clifton by his nickname Dussa as one of the you-know-whats. Police said one victim also identified a second you-know-what by name, but police do not identify that person in the arrest report for Clifton. The victim also told investigators that his family members and Clifton were having problems, which might have sparked the you-know-what. The victim said he has known Clifton and the other you-know-what since they were in school together. Now, that should raise some eyebrows right there, because we already know who was tripping with who at the time. But that should definitely raise some eyebrows. To whom this could be that is speaking this way, that's talking to them people like that. Who is this? And Dussa comes out and pretty much presents it, because whoever this was, how those boys rock, them alphabet boys, they're going to release the name, they're going to put it in this man's paperwork. That way he can know, pretty much what's going on. At the end of the day, they don't care about nobody. So I don't know why y'all be out here, singing, ratting, being mouse in the house. You know what I'm saying? All that little stuff there. I don't know why y'all be doing that, man. They ain't gonna do nothing but release your name so you can get whatever comes behind that. You feel me? But on the cool, man, Dussa comes out and says that it was BBG'Z. The one who got hit in his face last year. And also the one who lost his younger brother earlier this year, BBG'. That's who he came out and said was on the stand, got up there, telling the whole situation and telling what was going on. And it was just, breaking the code, pretty much, I don't care about any of that. When it comes to the code, a law within, the streets or even just in the community, period, you don't tell on even your worst enemy. And the reason as to why is because we already know those people is against us. We already know that those people don't got our best interests in mind. So even when you tell him, what does that get you? It gets you a target put on your back. Stop thinking you can run to these people for help. And I ain't trying to put, any, negativity out there into the world. What I'm trying to do is, educate my people. If you feel like you need justice, we need to police our own communities. And that's the only thing that can get us some justice. Real talk. Let's look at this part again. Multiple anonymous tipsters and one of the victims identified Clifton by his name, Dussa, as one of the you-know-whats. Police said one of the victims also identified a second you-know-what by name, but police is not identifying that person in this arrest report for Clifton. Wow. It just makes sense. Now, who else could it be? We could speculate, but like I said, Dussa told us. So let's go ahead and see what he had to say in his own words.
Chopper singing, swinging, spitting flame. Watch the way you speak up on my name. Dude said daddy made him tell him. What he doing in the game? Ooh, she fine. I'm waiting on my lawyer to come now. You know I gotta drop that paperwork. Yeah. Acting like that, like that. Was in court. Chained up, shackled down, and he did it. Yeah, look. Lawyer game official. Ooh, this, yeah.
You know, on that thing, man, Dussa, man, yeah, tell the streets what you really is, but they tell my right now, but sure that that's everything, and I got names, man. I got names, you know, yeah, I keep it up.
I knock him off and stretch him out and paint it red. He shouldn't have said what he said, that's why they walk him down and blow his dreads. It ain't no secret, me and baby could be slinging legs.
I don't know what they talking about, man. Look, kid finna be home, man. It won't be long, you heard me? Friend, you heard me? Yeah, on the down like $50,000, you heard me? Yeah, Dussa.
Yeah, man. Don't stop.
Yeah. Show for sure. Yeah, man. Playing.
Man, back, man.
Tell them cross the line.
Chopper open up his head. Piss me in the song, it ain't a game, that's why they body after body, all I know is fill him up with legs, quick and back to back. Now I got these scared. Turn the distance to the sun.
Yeah, let them know I'm on the countdown now, Tebo, man. It's real, man. Yeah. The GOAT is finna be back. Yeah. Believe that, man. Yeah. Dussa. Yeah, you know what it is, man. FF for life, man. You know that free yo shit, man. It's dumb. But look, bro. Say, bro, everybody waiting on me? Yeah, believe that. I'm the sickest in the game. Yeah, I'm coming drop it back to back. Yeah, I ain't playing no games with him. Dussa.
Crash down here. I got some pressure.
FL Dussa, born Renard Devarius Vontac Clifton, was accused and wrongly accused of, multiple counts of, M1s, and he beat those. He was accused on June 3rd, 2018 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, on Carolina Street. And he eventually beat those, eventually got past those. And here's another thing that kind of shocked me. He was only 19 years old at the time, so he was a youngin'. And, at this point, you can do the math, you can count it down. He's only 22 years old, 22 years of age. This youngin' is like literally the epitome of what you would call someone with an old soul. I never would have guessed until I really dived in and started researching Dussa that he was only 22 years old. I literally thought this man was in his early 30s, late 20s, early 30s, I could never have guessed that he was 22 years old. Yeah, I never would imagine that. The guy carries himself in a way that you can only see an older person. And as y'all can see, these going across the screen. The first one was Dussa, Play for Keeps. This one right here is a new one he just dropped. It's Dussa Demons. And he's been dropping back to back to back ever since he's been out. Almost accumulated 1 million views as a whole on all these projects he's dropping. Excuse me, y'all. But he gonna keep grinding, so he gonna hit that 1 million anytime now. He's been dropping for the past 2 weeks. This is first day out. This was the first one he dropped, and as you can see, it's at 208K. So it's going up, and all of them are reaching, you know, that 200K mark. So he should be over 1 million views any day now.